How's it going, everybody? I've got a different type of video here for you today, but one thing I need to mention before I get started here with this video, there is a total, from what I could remember, and a mix of who is still active, of 8 to 10 AWPers on Xbox CSGO that, in my opinion, are at a different tier from everybody else. I mean, there's good AWPers, there's great AWPers, and then there were the 8 or so guys, if you peeked them at all or tried running across an open spot, you died immediately. Kind of like what you see on PC or close to that in terms of a second shot just wasn't needed because they hardly ever missed the first one. Also, unfortunately, some of those guys, there were cheaters using a mouse and keyboard on console that played this version of the game instead of PC, who are not going to make this list or make the cut in my next video. If you play on console, you are supposed to use a controller. That's how it goes. With that being said, I firmly believe with my 8 years of playing this game, of those 8 to 10 particular snipers, 4 of them were using a mouse and keyboard and not using a controller. The others, this is a Rushmore video for Xbox CSGO AWPers. There is only 4 spots. Therefore, my list, chances are, is not going to be the same as yours. The controller players who are on this list are still better than some of the cheaters. A controller, in my opinion, takes a hell of a lot more skill to use anyway, especially on this game. Also, it is worth mentioning, one of the main 4 mouse and keyboard guys on Xbox CSGO who opt all the time later admitted to using a mouse and keyboard on console after playing this game for several years. That was according to multiple people who was or still is on his friends list. This news, which, as you could imagine, pissed some people off after he lied about it for several years. I am not going to mention any of those mouse and keyboard AWPers by name or gamer tag because this video is not about them. This video is about legitimate players. It's a shame I even have to mention any of this. I wish everyone would just play legitimately. So, with all that being said, here are the 4 best legitimate AWPers I have played against or played with. I am not going to include myself in this video because I've always preferred the ARs or submachine guns in this game. So at number 4, the 4th face on the Rushmore of AWPers on Xbox CSGO, Duckseazon. This guy is from the United States. He's one of the OGs on console CSGO. He was actively playing this game from about 2012, 2013 to about 2017, 2018-ish. I haven't seen him since then, but from what I remember about being in a lobby with him, he just opt and hit shots. He had over 20,000 op kills over that time frame. I believe at one point he was about number 7 in MVP stars and competitive as well. Right around 2018 was when he stopped playing, like I said, but I'm not going to knock him super hard on the time frame, as most people quit playing competitive around 2019, and then it really died off in 2020. So yeah, he's at number 4 for me. He's just one of those guys, when I think of the op on this game, I think of him and the others on this list. At number 3, I always pronounced his gamer tag Ukininam, or by his nickname Yuki. I think he finished with 8 or 9,000 MVPs before he was removed again for inactivity. I believe this guy is from Sweden. A few people have said he's from the United States, a few have said he's from Sweden, so I'm not completely sure what country he's from. So you get both flags. You get an American flag and a Sweden flag. So Yuki, you're an American, or at least half an American for the purposes of this video. Congratulations. I've never talked to this guy, but based on what other players have said about him, I believe he started playing this game around 2014 and I have not seen him in a lobby for about 2 years, since 2021. He's very good with the op and at b-hopping. One person that I used to game with on here did think that he was using a mouse, but I don't think so. I've never heard any keyboard clacking off his mic or any mouse clicks. Spectating him on my team, I never saw anything out of the ordinary with him compared to other guys on this game, when it was more than obvious when I was spectating those that they were cheating. So I believe he uses a controller. I just thought he was really good at the game, and that's why I'm putting him here at number 3 for AWPers, because that's what he was known for more than anything. At number 2, it was really close between this guy and the guy I have at number 1, because when the two of them played against each other, it got pretty interesting. One game, one guy would have the upper hand. The next game, the other guy would have the upper hand on him. They would just go back and forth, but I think the guy I have at number 1 got subject gold to a little bit more. But this guy here, he's just the definition of a sniper. I don't think I've seen him use anything else too often besides the op or the chicken sniper and a pistol. If he did use an AR, I'm assuming he would only buy the M4 or the AK when he couldn't afford the op and didn't feel like using the scout. Subject Gold 2 is from the UK. I believe he's been playing since about 2013. I last played against him as well around 2021. He was high up there in MVPs. The highest I think I saw him on that leaderboard was number 5 with about 17,000, maybe a little bit more. He was also known for sniping on Black Ops 2 a long time ago. But anyway, leaderboards aren't everything in game. I think he was the second best sniper on this game that I've played against. And finally, at number 1 from the United States, I used to game with him, but I am no longer buddies with him at the time of making this video. Regardless of how I feel about him or how things went between me and him, I am the type of person that will still give credit where credit is due. His current gamer tag is Flusha Mad. He played from 2015 to the end of 2022. He had about 10,000 MVPs when he got removed from the main leaderboard and was number 4 in competitive at that point. He also played in all the game modes with me at one point or another, which is more than what I could say about most of the players on this game. Best AWPer in the game, hardest AWPer to face in the match. When you needed an early pick, he got it done and then some for you. This guy would infuriate snipers on the other team. On Aztec on Wooden Bridge, he was so good at b-hopping and getting to spots like that so quickly. And to go along with his accuracy, the snipers on the other team never had a chance. They kept coming back to spots like Wooden Bridge round after round, thinking it would be a different result, but it would just feed him more kills over and over. And because he was so good at taking out the other team's AWPer, that's the main reason why I have him above everyone else at sniping on this game on console. Subject Gold 2 was the only other legitimate AWPer that made it interesting when they played against each other. And one of the reasons why some people might not even recognize Flush's gamer tag if you played on Xbox CSGO, it's because he changed his gamer tag so many times over the years. Some of the guys that you played against that you might be thinking of, it's very possible it's the same player here. I'm going to talk a little bit more about him in my next Counter-Strike video, so I'm going to save the rest for the next video. So there you have it. That's my Rushmore. Those are the 4 best AWPers on Xbox or console CSGO that I have played against over the years. It is worth noting PS3 CSGO was shut down a number of years ago, and that system was just terrible for not just CSGO, but for a lot of shooter games in my opinion. And CSGO never made it to any other PlayStation system. So that's 3 of the many reasons why you didn't see any PlayStation players listed in this video. or why you won't see any listed in another closely related upcoming commentary video in the near future. So yeah, this is my short list for snipers. Be sure to look for that other video if you like this type of conversation. I'm sure I'll link it in the comment section of this video when the next one is posted. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. I'm sorry, but that shit has just been ringing in my ears for like the last 4 hours. If I'm gonna suffer, you're all gonna suffer.